of winter are behind us, ECB President Christine Lagarde declared with the optimism recently. However, she was not referring to the season, but rather to the inflation situation in the Eurozone. According to her, the baseline scenario now supposes further rate cuts. The Eurozone's refinancing rate was lowered to 3.15% last week, so the euro is doomed to weakness against the US dollar. But is everything truly set in stone for the euro-dollar pair? Jerome Powell's press conference left the impression that it might be. However, unlike this Eurozone colleague, the Fed chair was more cautious in his statements. Still, phrases like rate hikes are unlikely to be a probable outcome next year, or we are not ruling anything out did not fool anyone. It seems that the Federal Reserve plans to reduce its interest rate by 100 basis points, though not within a year, but over 2 years. The primary driver of the currency strength is its economy. Thus, elevated inflation often accompanied a robust economy. For the Eurozone, however, forecasts from the ECB itself predict a slowdown in economic growth by the end of 2024. With a rate of around 0.7%. In 2025, GDP growth is expected to reach plus 1.1%, while annual inflation could decline to 2.4% in 2024 and to 2.1% in 2025. Importantly, the ECB's target threshold is at 2% annually. Is everything under control? Yes, but only if incoming data continues to support the baseline forecasts. The baseline forecast assumes that all components of the economy will perform normally. However, there is a significant challenge in the political landscape of the European Union. The key reasons for the downgraded forecast are the looming US tariffs and the worsening crisis in the German industry. Germany, once the leading economy, has become the weak link. As highlighted in the report from December 17, the German Business Climate Index fell in December for the second month in a row, dropping to 84.7 points, the lowest level since May 2020. According to the German Institute for Economic Research, the German economy is lacking strength. The Bundesbank has warned of a potential recession. Volkswagen has cautioned that soft demand could lead to factory closures in Germany. As a result, Germany's GDP could shrink by 0.1% in 2024. A similar situation is unfolding in France. By comparison, our Eurozone GDP is expected to grow by 1.2% over the next 2 years, while US GDP could expand by 2.5% in 2025 alone. Considering that the Euro-USD pair mirrors the condition in the EU and US economies, the momentum of the European currency may be subdued. At the same time, market sentiment could shift due to the unforeseen events. And this makes economic analysis and the forecast highly uncertain, especially on the back of troubling geopolitical tensions, which drive money flows into safe haven assets, including the US dollar. Check out our special review for a detailed outlook on the US dollar forecast for 2025. All in all, the euro is closing the 2024 year on a pessimistic note. While the single European currency remained stable during the first half of the year and even showed some growth, it has been losing momentum since the autumn. And after the hawkish plans announced by the Federal Reserve Chairman, the euro fell below 1.0400. While the United States Central Bank plans 2 rate cuts in 2025, the market expects the ECB to implement 4 or 5 25 basis point rate cuts during the same year. In the medium term, the euro will need to break through the critical level of 1.0400, which has shifted from a resistance to support. If the bearish scenario unfolds, the next support level will be the one-year low of 1.0331. However, the situation might change in 2025. First, the ECB has already slashed its interest rates, leaving little room for the further maneuvering. Moreover, inflation in Europe is stabilizing, approaching target levels. Hence, the ECB may complete its rate-cutting cycle by mid-year. Second, Donald Trump will take office as the US president in January. He has consistently slammed the Fed Reserve for its excessively tight monetary policy. There are even discussions about potentially replacing Jerome Powell with someone who aligns more closely with the new administration's views. Pressure on the Fed Reserve is likely to increase over time, as a strong dollar makes life more expensive for Americans. And interestingly, Trump may negotiate directly with the European partners to weaken the United States dollar. There is also a possibility that the Fed Reserve will begin fast monetary easing as early as spring. If that happens, the euro's turn to strengthen will come, potentially leading to significant growth in the euro-dollar pair. So that's all for now. We wish you profitable trading and we continue to follow developments in the financial markets. Subscribe to our channel and follow news with us. See you!